My name is DJ Hester, and today I'm going to show you some tips and techniques to help you learn the Alabama All-State Middle School Timpani Etude Series C. This etude is broken into two distinct parts, separated by a meter change. But before we get into the etude specific tips, I want to share with you some general timpani technique. The first tip I'm going to talk about is tuning. When you start to tune, you need a reference pitch. And some examples of sources for reference pitches are a keyboard instrument, a pitch pipe, or a tuning fork. It's also important to remember that when you tune, you start with the pedal all the way down and tune from the bottom up. If you overshoot the note, drop the note to the lowest again and start over. The next tip is about mallet choice, grip, and drum placement. These mallets are the innovative CT3. This is a medium timpani mallet, and for this etude I would recommend that. It gives enough articulation for the louder, shorter notes, but is also soft enough to get down to the lower dynamics. The grip used for timpani is different than the grip used for snare drum. We use what's called the French grip, where your thumb is facing the ceiling, and you use your fingers and your wrist to turn and get a full stroke. It's important to remember that when you strike the drum, to return the mallet to its original position. Unlike snare drum, the timpani only has one rudiment, the single stroke. So when playing single alternating strokes, the recommended playing zone is between the two lugs directly in front of you. If rolling, move out to the outer areas here and single alternate roll. In timpani, the endings of notes are just as important as the beginnings of notes. So on timpani, we can't stop the air of our horn, so we have to dampen the note with our hand. A couple of dampening techniques to use are dampening with the same hand, dampening with the opposite hand, or not just touching, but sliding your hand across the drum if you want a longer release. Some key measures to implement dampening in this etude are measure 3 after the dotted quarter, measures 5 and 6 with the staccatos, measures 15 and 16 after the quarter note, measures 18, 19, 20, 21 after the dotted quarter note, and at the end of the piece to stop all the sound. Because this etude is a technical etude, it shows a full range of dynamics and articulations. Some examples are staccato notes at low dynamics, forte piano rolls, long crescendos, and accents. As I mentioned earlier, this piece is divided by a meter change. The meter changes from 4/4, or common time, to 6/8. This meter change happens over an eighth note constant pulse. So the quarter note change, 1 and 2 and 3 and, becomes a dotted quarter note, 1 and 2 and. If you pay close attention to these points, it will help you learn this etude faster and easier. I hope this has been a help to you. Thank you for watching.